Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's On at DisneyPlus.com. Quick news update for you guys on the success of Shang-Chi and the Legends of the Ten Rings. But before we get into any of that, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. So this past week, Marvel released its brand new movie and it has gone down really well, pulling in much more out of the box office than was previously expected, pulling in over $71.4 million over the normal weekend and actually pulling in $83.5 million for its 4-day domestic US release, with it pulling in over $139.7 million at the global box office. This actually means it's the second biggest movie of the pandemic, just shy of what Black Widow did, but better than Fast and Furious 9. Now this obviously is a big thing going forward for Disney Plus because of Premier Access and also how quickly movies will arrive on Disney Plus afterwards. Shang-Chi is very much an experiment, and Bob Chapek has previously said that, so they had a 45-day exclusive window in theatres. So that means after 45 days, which is around about mid-October, it can be then moved onto other platforms. That could include Disney Plus, it could include Disney Plus Premier Access, it could be digital rentals, digital purchases. It's important to note Disney haven't really kind of gone out their way and specifically said that it will be coming to Disney Plus. I just want to keep kind of going on about that on there because I know a lot of people are expecting it. And that might happen. They might run a bit of an experiment to see how this works, but they haven't yet confirmed it. Now, obviously, Shang-Chi has been a huge success. I did go to the cinema myself on Friday to go watch it, and I really enjoyed the movie, and I thought it was great. But I'm going to wait until it arrives then on Disney Plus to watch it again. But I know in our Facebook group and on social media, there's been a kind of a mixed response. A lot of people have been going. A lot of people said no, they want to wait, and they would have liked to have had Disney Plus Premier Access option. Now, the thing is with the Shang-Chi success, and in some ways is also with a Free Guy, is it really depends on what happens over the coming weeks ahead. If the box office numbers are kind of drop off the same speed that some of the other movies have, it then just means that everyone, well, the Marvel fans have all just gone really quickly, and that tends to happen a lot with Marvel movies anyway. So they're going to be looking for the next few weeks, because what happens in the next few weeks will dictate what probably happens for a while with their new movies. Are they going to do Disney Plus Premier Access for all of their releases, or are they just going to continue to go on with this 45-day window? Personally, I would like them just to kind of come up with an idea and kind of stick to it, so we kind of get a little bit of continuity rather than everything being, on an ad hoc basis per movie. We want to know what's going to be happening to Enchantico, but we also want to know what's been happening to Eternals and all of next year's titles. So this one really was a big one, and this and Free Guy definitely show that going to cinemas does have a big impact. But it's also important to show that, Black Widow pulled in over $200 million worldwide globally on its first 3 days, because it pulled in $60 million on Premier Access, and that continued to go up. So that's obviously completely missing. So if you take that away, that does show that there was some money that Disney could have made had they put it out on digital. The side of issue to that is, had they put it on digital, less people might have gone to the cinema, but also piracy shot up with Black Widow and with Jungle Cruise, because it was so much easier to get hold of the really good copies, and that ultimately is something that does have an impact on movies as a whole. We want movies to continue to be made. We want big blockbusters. In order for these big, big epic movies, they need to make money. Otherwise, if they don't make the money, they're going to stop making these big epic ones. So that's the key thing here. It's all about making money. They can't just chuck everything straight onto Disney Plus. Otherwise, the budgets are going to have to really plummet. And, while some movies, that's fine. We can see with big movies like, Avengers Endgame, we never would have got that had it been a streaming-only movie. So for me, I think, Shang-Chi's success is great. But now we need to know what's going to be happening next. Are things going to be moving around? It was definitely a push to the idea of people going back. Whether or not the Delta variant will have the same issues, who knows? But I'd love to know, are you going to be waiting to see Shang-Chi on Disney Plus when it arrives, hopefully in a couple of months? Or did you go see it at the cinema? I'd love to know your thoughts on all of this and Premier Access. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow, and subscribe. Also, a huge thank you to all of our supporters over on Patreon and also on our YouTube channel memberships. And I shall see you guys in another video. Laters.